Hello, it is me once again, Andreas from Reptiles Expert. Today, we are discussing the probably most significant query that reptile enthusiasts inquire of me on every occasion I communicate with them at fairs or exhibitions. Which lamp is the appropriate one for my pet? Yes, certainly. You have to consider multiple factors in order to make the right choice for your beloved companion. The most important factor is the strength of the lamp. Which lamp do I need? The brightness of a lamp is determined by its wattage. There are different options available, such as 35 watt, 70 watt, or the most powerful metal halide lamp with 150 watts of power. To start with, you have to determine the necessary wattage. The second crucial factor is the distance to the animal or target that you are dealing with. The distance to the substrate, it's closer, the smaller the surface area of the animal covered by the beam of light as I get closer to the animal. The greater the risk of burns, of course. The more I move away, the cone of light becomes larger, but less UV radiation reaches the animal, and I waste energy to a greater extent as I move further away from the animal. As a result, we have implemented a UV matrix. This matrix, which can be found on our homepage, is designed to offer recommendations for the optimal animal, lamp, wattage, and distance based on specific requirements. The third essential factor is, of course, the average daily duration of irradiation. And in principle, it's all about imitating the natural habitat as closely as possible in every aspect and detail. Numerous animals engage in sunbathing. Certain animals engage in sunbathing to a minimal extent and subsequently retreat once more. There is a differentiation between potentially having Australian parakeets or a land tortoise, specifically a Greek one. At the Partacame, it will probably be 10, 11 hours a day, maybe 5, 6, 7 hours will be enough for a land tortoise. Let's go with the examples. Imitation of the natural habitat. For adult animals, we recommend our 70 watt lamp placed approximately 30 to 40 centimeters away from the animal to ensure optimal lighting conditions. That means the entire body, the skin on the entire body, is crucial for the synthesis of vitamin D3, and a large cone of light should encompass the entire animal as extensively as feasible. And that is effectively achieved with the distance of 30 to 40 centimeters. Another possibility could be, for instance, a Greek land tortoise. Assuming the animal has a carapace length of approximately 15 to 20 centimeters, in which case a 35 watt lamp positioned at a distance of 30 centimeters would be adequate. For more detailed information, please check our website, Wiener Mail. Webtestexpert.com is the website where you can find the UV matrix. It provides precise details about the animal, wattage, lamp, and distance for accurate measurements and analysis. One thing that must be mentioned is that there is no standard solution. It is always necessary to adapt based on factors such as the number of animals, the size of the terrarium, and the available options for different wattages. Therefore, we begin with a minimum of 35 watts and go up to a maximum of 150 watts. And as I mentioned earlier, kindly verify in the UV matrix. I frequently receive inquiries regarding the temperature that exists at this specific distance. This is a question that I unfortunately cannot answer definitively. It depends on so many different factors. It relies on the size of the terrarium, naturally on the room temperature. It relies on the air circulation in the terrarium. Are there any cold islands? Are there any hotspots present in the terrarium environment? There are huge differences. Extremely crucial, if it is a black background compared to a white background, this can already indicate a rise of 10 degrees Celsius. This means Here is the recommendation to build up for the correct UV value. Then measure with a thermometer, with a laser thermometer, check if it fits. If it is too low, use additional heating agents, for example halogen spotlights, to achieve the correct temperature. Sometimes I am also asked about the color temp of these lamps. All our lamps have 6000 Kelvin. This is a neutral pure white, similar to the midday sun in brightness and color. And this temp is also suitable for all reptile species, making it an ideal color temperature for reptile habitats and terrariums. Brief background perhaps, this color temperature was created for the human eye, this measurement scale. That means it is not adapted to any reptiles at all, and whether it is 5000 Kelvin, 6000, 6500 Kelvin, the differences are not very big, and above all have never been measured for these animals themselves, for the animal's eyes. These contemporary metal vapor lamps are definitely the optimal selection for the sunny location. It is the most advanced technology currently available. There is good, very good UVB radiation, there is thermal radiation, and there is very bright, visible light that is not reached by any other lamp or light source. Yes, the UVA radiation is also present, but we will not mention it as often because it is self-evident and not directly involved in the synthesis of vitamin D3. However, these lamps also contain UVA, allowing them to mimic the sun as closely as possible. Thank you very much.